welcome back to Business AM. Yes, we are on to the last part of our conversations this morning. And if you do know, here on Business AM, we have this special relationship with the best line part of the business in the Kenyan economy. And we do know how the government is telling you they need to support the best line businesses. That means all the SMEs in the country have been given a special place. Now, that is neither here nor there when you look at the economic projections for the country, but we do understand that we need to talk about this because we do know that business is the lifeblood of the Kenyan economy. Now, we're talking about a topic that, yes, we've handled here on Business AM on quite a few occasions. But today, we're giving it a more detailed or in-depth look, if you may want to call it like that. We're talking about digital marketing space in the country. Funny enough, is that you will go to social media and you'll get some profile of a company. You'll go to your WhatsApp status and you get some profile of a company, or a company is doing some event somewhere. At the end of the day, what really comes out of there is that this company trying to push itself to your space. And yes, a few entrepreneurs in the Kenyan economy have realized that this space needs to be filled up. Today, in the studio, we are joined by Grid Branding, one of these kind of businesses that have realized that this space actually needs this kind of approach. All right, we have the CEO and the head of media services. First, we're going to speak to the head of media services, take a little tiny break, come back and extend the conversation to setting up the business as we speak to the CEO. But right now, I'm joined by Kevin Amunze, head of media services, Grid Branding. Kevin.
Thank you for having me.
Such a pleasure to have you around, sir.
Thank you, sir.
It's one of those things that I don't want to tell people that me and you have a history. Let's just leave it there, isn't it? All right.
Story for another day.
I really want us to talk about Grid Branding, and especially when you look at the media part of it. How important is it that when we're talking about branding, that therefore we talk about media, we're talking about videography and photography. What part of branding does this hold when we're talking about branding your enterprise and branding your service? Yes.
Digital marketing, digital media, you can't separate the two.
Yes.
The photography and videography and
Yes.
infographics. You get?
Yes.
So why do we need photographers, or why do we need photography and videography
Yes.
in digital branding as a whole package? Because this is how you will help you to tell, this is how you will tell your story. This is how you will tell your story from a point of the product to the person you're selling to.
Yes.
So you can't run away from photographers. You can't run away from videography as you create the content for your products online.
Yes.
So what will you be sharing online if at all you won't have the images to share? If for example, you're selling a product, you need to show the product. How will you show the product?
Yes.
You can't run out from a photographer. You need photography for the product. And not just photography. We are looking at quality. We are looking at quality, that's something that can be attractive, something that can sell on the platform. Once I post, I'd say, is it able to create that interaction between my customers and the people who want to buy the product?
Yes.
You get? So it's not just a matter of sharing an image. It's sharing an image that is relatable, an image that is organic, is original, an image that can create a conversation
Yes.
around your social media platforms. Yes.
Kevin, if you may allow me, because I know I'm going to speak to your CEO about this as well, this setting of the business, let's just talk about, are you finding it a bit worrying that when these companies are now looking for branding themselves through digital media, that they leave you to tell their story? Is the story just left to you? Because one of the complaints that I've got from people is that, yes, we have people who just will give you quality photography, will give you quality videos, but at the end of the day, it's what story that you are telling about this company. Do you think that should be the focus of proper digital branding?
Yes, you see, one of the key things is you as a creative, you need to
Yes.
understand your client.
Yes.
And what is the target of the client. If you have that understanding of that, the background information, you're able to create that content that is relatable to what he needs.
Yes.
That's it. So if at all you need to have a sit down with a client to understand the product that he's selling. One. So if you are going to create you're going to do a photo shoot for a product, you have an understanding of where
that product
the client is coming from.
Yes.
So you're able to tell the story in a client's perspective. And also, at the end of the day, who are we targeting in the story? What's the market?
Yes.
What are the key performing KPIs in what we are marketing.
Yes.
So are those the targets that are going to the particular targets that we have met? Are we going to meet them
Yes.
in this kind of approach?
Yes.
So that's how photographers should think, or a videographer should think when being given a task to create content for a product. Yeah, basically.
Interesting though
Yes.
is that now companies are even looking to brand their services.
Yes.
Funny enough is that no company wants to leave anything that is they're doing, whether it's an event
Yeah,
within the
exactly,
company,
exactly.
whether it's promotions and all that, and they're looking to call you in.
Yes.
At the end of the day, probably you really have again to tell the story of this event in a way in which the company speaks about its brand through these events.
So you
Yes.
need to realize when you're actually doing a promotion, you have come. It's a very good question.
Yes.
When we are doing promotions, one of the key approaches to promotions, people really want to relate with what is happening on the ground.
Yes.
So you can't come and post, probably share what has been happening tomorrow and has been happening today.
Yes.
So that can be advantage to you
Yes.
as a client.
Yes.
So we need a real-time event, a real-time thing on social media to interact with their clients. If they're asking questions, there should be someone to respond to the questions
Immediately, isn't it?
so that we
Yes.
don't wait for people to. Someone has asked a question and someone is responding after 2 days or one
Yes,
day.
yes.
The clients may think this is not a sale. It's a full-time job. Social media is not a by the way. If you're on social media and your product is social media and you're targeting those people who are on social media platforms, then it should be not by the way.
with them.
Be with them.
Yes.
There and there.
Yes.
2 minutes, 1 minute, respond to the questions.
Yes.
Because they need information right in there. People are not patient right now. People are not patient, and their constitutional span is very limited.
Yes.
So they have only few minutes to interact with you, to get what they need, and they walk the next thing they want to do.
Yes.
So you have the advantage of taking time now and do it immediately once someone approaches you.
Kevin, this is the last question for you.
Yeah.
As I call in your CEO to come talk about this as well. At Grid Branding, I know you've spoken to a couple of corporates outside here,
Yes,
and you've
yes.
seen exactly what it is that they require.
Exactly.
In terms of photography
Yes.
and videography.
Yes.
I want you to tell me now, at Grid Branding, what you've seen sell more in terms of photography and videography. And I'm talking in this sense, what tells a story better when it comes to videography and photography?
That's a very good question,
Yes.
Simba. Now, what sells more are testimonials.
Testimonials.
You see, a client, when you're selling a product,
Yes.
it's easy. Most approaches I've seen, clients are always the people who are doing these services are always pushing it to people.
Yes.
But we don't know who are these people who have been using the services.
Yes.
Who is this person who has been using this product? What is the response? If I've been using oil, maybe hair to apply, what are the responses from my clients who have been using the product? Have they been served well? Has it responded well? So we need to use those testimonials so that we can push our product. So how does videography and photography come in? Someone who has used a product, we can have a testimonial where we can see the effects of the product that he has used.
Yes.
We can hear from the video that we have done, a testimonial saying, I've attended this function, this workshop. And through this workshop, I've been able to set up this. I've been able to do this. Or through this training, I've been able to do this. Through using this product, I've been able to achieve this and this. Or
Yes.
this has changed in my life.
Yes.
So in that approach, we are able to sell our product on a very fast way. Yeah.
Kevin Amoze,
Yeah.
Grid Branding, Head of Media Services. Thank you very much for
you
joining
so
us this morning, isn't it? I want us to take that little tiny break. Once we come back, we'll know the basics of setting up a digital branding business. We're going to actually interrogate the market and see what opportunities are in for you should you want to study or set up that business branding that we're talking about. Guess what? We're getting joined by the CEO, Grid Branding, next.